Dogecoin holders, welcome back to the channel. If you have not seen what we're going to be talking about yet, I'm sure you're going to see it again even. We're going to be talking about the unlocks coming, 100 million Dogecoin to be unlocked, what to expect, what this means for Dogecoin. I'll give you guys kind of my thoughts as well on the overall Dogecoin market too as we get this video going. We're going to be talking about the top 10 crypto which lies within Dogecoin, trading hands at 22 cents. And a lot of traders, if you've been watching my stuff, we've been talking about Dogecoin a little bit over 10 cents, a little bit under 15 cents in that window, right? 13 cents was kind of my standpoint, and I still stand by today. And now at 22 cents, it kind of looks very bullish. As I was saying that Dogecoin at that level was just still very much undervalued. It was very cheap. I'll never tell you guys to buy or sell a crypto, but within a market like we have right now with a lot of volatility, seemingly looking like every single day we have a new headline taking us either bullish or bearish. And that's kind of what we're dealt with as traders and faced with each and every single day. But it has paid off for some people who did buy the Dogecoin dip. We'll look at the charts, but I want to talk about the 100 million that will be unlocked in this video. So let's get down into it. If you are new to the channel, awesome. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, join us right here on the platform. We do talk crypto each and every single day. Also, if you do want to follow me on X, my page is linked down below. Make sure you give me a follow on there as well. And let's get back into this discussion because within 100 million Dogecoin unlock coming, what to expect. All right. But the big run up right now, as we look at Dogecoin, 8th in market cap, trading at 22.20. That's kind of where it's a bad day, 5.3%. A lot of the steam coming out over the weekend, right? Bitcoin touching 107,000 since selling off. Everybody kind of expected a red and bloody Monday, but let's not forget the fact that over the last 30 days, like we've talked about, if you were able to buy Dogecoin under 15 cents, when we were just saying it's way too undervalued, that's where Dogecoin now experiencing upwards of 41%, where we got as high as 24.85 in the last 30 days. Very much a asset that I have my eyes on, one of my favorite cryptos, not just because it's a meme coin, but just because Dogecoin, I think, represents a lot more of the overall crypto world than I think that it gets credit for, okay? And it's more of a vision, it's more of a dream, if you will, for some traders, right? There's a lot of people who hold Dogecoin that do not hold any other crypto, maybe outside of Bitcoin. And I think that's a very much a talking point moving forward that I don't think gets enough credit. So that's kind of what we have going on within the chart. If you want to talk about kind of where we're at from an overall standpoint, this red candle that we've had after this huge run up dating back to May 8th, that's kind of been the overall broader move. We're touching upon that top echelon of the moving average, the 20-day close of the SMA. That's kind of what we look into. And if you were trading with my indicator, you were able to see this momentum up that did flash back here on the 8th, and then to take us to where we are at right here, right now, that's been a huge move up as that momentum up flashed, and to where we are at right now, that's almost a 40% gain in just 12 days. So there's a lot of great steam coming out in the market. It's something that I'm super bullish about. And Dogecoin, I think that as we get further into this narrative, what 2025 will look like, it definitely is a top 10 crypto, but I don't think it's getting enough run and credit for doing kind of what the other market players are not doing. And that's something called holding its ground, showing strength during times of weakness. Yes, we have sold off. Yes, we're not trading as high as 47 cents where we were back in the late part of 2024. But this little come up that we've had right now is something definitely worth talking about, because if you do believe that crypto is making a turn, you do believe in kind of Bitcoin's getting exhausted within dominance, the altcoins and the meme coins such as Dogecoin definitely have a nice little conversation that we could have about kind of their potential moving forward. Okay. I'll never tell you guys to buy or sell a crypto, but if you are looking to buy or sell crypto, check out my link for BTCC. If you do join using my link down below, you will get 10% bonus on your first deposit. Also, you get 40% lower trading fees. So if you are a spot or leverage trader, check out BTCC. Links are down below. 14 plus years in the industry, trusted exchange with over 300 plus crypto futures, up to 500x leverage available to most clients. Make sure it's right for you and what you're doing. Do your due diligence, because leverage trading, crypto trading in general, is extremely volatile. It's not for everyone, and it's something where you definitely want to know what you're doing. So if you want to start trading on BTCC, use my link down below. Get started trading today if it's right for you and where you're located. Okay. But back into this conversation, what are we going to expect with this token unlock? Okay. So in the next coming week, this will be significant for a lot of cryptocurrencies. But within Dogecoin, between May 19th and May 26th, this is where we're going to unlock 96.52 million tokens into circulation. That's only 0.06% represented by this unlock of the total supply. It still values about $21.9 million. So that is very much worth talking about. And I know for the whale transactions out there, that's very simple to be put. It's just something that can be done in one click of a button. But from a technical standpoint, this is something where we've seen a lot of bullish indicators for Dogecoin, a lot of price momentum getting as high as 24 on the charts. But within that, we've had some trouble kind of breaking through, right? We've faced some resistance. And I think that right now, as we get kind of this global FUD in the market, as we've touched upon this resistance, the descending triangle that's upon us, I think that Dogecoin does have a little bit of room to correct. And I think that's not FUD. It's not saying, hey guys, back up the truck. We're gonna buy a ton of Dogecoin. We're gonna sell Dogecoin. Me personally, Dogecoin's a hold for me because I do think there is a road and avenue where if crypto gets to where it's going to and everything that we hear each and every single day. I mean, look back at 2021, for example, all right? 2020, I should say. We had incredible FOMO, incredible speculation, incredible price action, upwards momentum. The list goes on and on. We had zero kind of actual true catalysts, right? We didn't have any news headlines. Nobody even knew anything about crypto for the most part, except for the seasoned traders. And it's kind of where new people got into the fold. And yes, adoption has grown. Global adoption those numbers are up, but it's still not where it should be in my personal opinion. So please keep that in mind. But as we look at these large cliff unlocks from 519 to 526, you can kind of see where Dogecoin stands, 0.06% of that supply. And this is a larger proportion of the circulating supply. I just truly think that within this, guys, there will be none of them will have the same kind of impact that what we see with this 100 million Dogecoin by a narrow range. I think that this is something where you look into the risk for traders, investors, the shorts and the longs. Dogecoin in particular, we're going to get into a market where there's going to be a lot of signs of potential hesitancy, I guess you would say. But I think that's something where as you look at Dogecoin, 22 cents, how many times have we tested that? How many times have we got as high as 23 cents and really thought to ourselves, hey guys, we're 25% to all-time high roughly, and it's right around the corner. It just feels that way, okay? And I'm not a sunshine pumper. I'm not going to bring out the pom-poms. I say that a lot because it's true. If you've watched my channel, we've all got wrecked. I think that me personally, I've had also some of my biggest wins financially within cryptocurrency, and I've had probably some of my worst losses within cryptocurrency as well. So it is a mixed bag. The best kind of advice I can give you is just do what you can to kind of make the wins better than the losses, and in the end, hopefully we all come out on the other side ahead. But that's kind of where we're going to take this 100 million that's being unlocked. It's not going to represent much by terms of a percentage, but I think that it's more so symbolic to what we're actually seeing as the momentum looks to be exhausted. It's truly a turning point if we do couple this 100 million Dogecoin being unlocked with where the market's at right here, right now. We need that broader push to kind of get us through. If not, I think that that's something where we look into more of a short-term volatility. So this video kind of goes out to a public service announcement, if you will, a little PSA, what I'm doing. This is kind of going to promote more sideline activity for me. I'm going to take a back seat. I'm going to sit on a sideline, may even stable up a little bit, just kind of weighing my options as we look for a tipping of the hand where crypto's headed to. But if we want to tie it all together and kind of put a bow on all this, and we want to look at the chart overall, like I said, in looking at other cryptos, right? Dogecoin's a little bit different because it doesn't have as much volatility. Kind of looks like it's been consolidating a little bit, even though so in a downward manner. It's still worth talking about because a lot of cryptos dating back, a couple months have had serious sharp downturns followed up by green candles. They've done that 2, sometimes even 3 times. And it is kind of sideways as this looks. It kind of represents, in my personal opinion, something that we're not talking about. And the fact that if this is where we're waiting for a breakout or a breakdown, I think that Dogecoin, if you want to date back to even April 8th of 2025, I think we're definitely moving in an upwards direction as we're challenging that upper echelon of the moving averages that we have failed to break through historically. But for me and my money, I think that right now the big storyline is, can Dogecoin retest this level and get rid of all of these kind of lows? If we can, I think this is something where we talk about Dogecoin on the charts. We're talking talking about 32, 33 cents Dogecoin, upwards of that blue line that I just drew, and that's kind of where I'm targeting. If we get above 30, that's kind of the next step up for my personal opinion. It's not financial advice. I'm not telling you guys, hey, buy Dogecoin at 23 because 32 is the next step. But if you do believe in Dogecoin, I think the market is bright. I think these 100 million Dogecoin being unlocked doesn't tell the whole story. I think it's going to be a short-term volatile event that we eventually do make it through on the other side. And that's just kind of how I feel about it. So leave a comment down below. Are you guys concerned about the token unlocks? Do you think it's going to play a role? Do you think that there's more bearish kind of sentiment coming in the market? Is the momentum headed downwards? I want to know your thoughts down below in the description, but I appreciate you guys all tuning in for the Dogecoin on the daily. If you haven't done so, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe right down below. And be sure to check out BTCC if you do want to start trading on that exchange. That link is also down below. Get started trading today. All right. I'll leave you with that. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you guys all in the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Cheers.